What up, fam? What up, family? Welcome back to my channel. This time around, we have the Temptations with Papa Was a Rolling Stone. I did a version of this song. It was when I was doing the Daryl Hall reviews live in Daryl's house. Of course, they took all those. I don't think you can find not one of them. They took all those videos down. But anyways, look. It was Daryl Hall and Train of all people. Crazy. So this is the Temptations. This song I feel like has been covered a lot. There's a bunch of different versions out there. I'm not sure who the original artist of this song is. But when I type this in, right, Papa Was a Rolling Stone, there's so many different artists that come out. I'm not sure if it was originally the Temptations, I'm not sure, but anyways, I do have the lyrics. But look, if y'all want to see more of the Temptations on this channel, y'all let me know what's next in the comment section below. Also, if you enjoy this content, please hit that subscribe button, like the video if you like the video, leave a comment, let me know that you were here, and yeah, let's go ahead and listen. Written by Barrett Strong and Norman Whitfield. Nothing screams 70s like this. So good.
It was the 3rd of September. That day I'll always remember. Yes, I will. 'Cause that was the day that my daddy died. I never got a chance to see him. Never heard nothing but bad things about him. Mama, I'm depending on you. Tell me the truth. Mama just hung her head and said, son, Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, all he left us was alone. Oh, Papa was a rolling stone, my son, yeah. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, all he left us was alone.
To the Temptations, right?
Hey, mama, is it true what they say that Papa never worked a day in his life?
And mama, Bad talk going around town saying that Papa had 3 outside children and another wife. And that ain't right.
Heard some talk about Papa doing some storefront preaching, talking about saving souls and all the time leeching, dealing in that and stealing in the name of the Lord. Mama just hold her head and say, Papa was a rolling stone, my son. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, oh, he left it for the Lord. Hey, Papa was a rolling stone. That coming. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, oh, he left this for the Lord.
That was a famous time they backed it up.
Hey mama, I heard Papa call himself a jack of all trades. Tell me, is that what sent Papa to an early grave? Folks say Papa would beg, borrow, steal to pay his bills.
Hey, mama, folks say Papa never was much on thinking. Spent most of his time chasing women and drinking.
Mama, I'm depending on you to tell me the truth.
Mama looked up with a tear in her eye and said, son,
Well, 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 well.
His hat was his home. And when he died,
All he left us was a lone, 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 lone.
Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died,
All he left us was alone. I said,
Papa was a rolling
yes, he
stone.
was.
Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died,
All he left us was alone. My daddy was. Yes, he was.
wherever he laid his hat was his home.
The bass on here is what holds this whole thing together, man. It feels like theatrical. It feels like I'm watching a movie. I guess it's because they use these type of songs in movies a lot, especially when they're making like age pieces, you know, movies based in the 70s. Well, black movies, like when they doing movies based in the 70s. This is so 70s. Another thing too, the storytelling in this song is actually really incredible. And the instrumentation matches so well with the bass and the different instruments coming in to tell a story. I love that, like, the focus of this. I really feel like what really drives this, and which tells the story of its own, is the instrumentation too, and how the different instruments like come in. It makes it very like cinematic, you know. It's like you're watching this story of this guy who's a father but prioritize his life instead of his you know, children's. He probably got different different families around in a home base. Not to say too much, I feel like my father was like that. You know, he had a wife. I think, nah, I'm playing. He had a wife, and then, you know, he had, you know, my father got like 10 kids that we know of. So, you know, I feel like this song is describing exactly my father, except I feel like my mom knew more, you know, than what. But you know what? The women always know more than what they tell their children. They tend to protect their children from, the true reality of those situations. And I feel like this song speaks volumes because I feel like there's a lot of people that could relate to it, especially that kid waiting for his daddy to come home and, don't even know that, his father got 2 other families, sometimes right down the block. It's a sad reality, but, man, shout out, the Temptations. From what I heard from them, the way they incorporate each other's vocals and talent, it's so incredible. And I feel like that takes a great producer. And not only that, it takes a producer that understands their vocal range and their strong suits. Well executed, man. This is a fucking absolute banger and a beautiful song, man. This is what the 70s sound like. You know what's crazy? There was a time I was gonna go all through the 70s, right? And me not knowing, I thought the 70s, the charts were ran by rock. I was wrong, because when I was looking at the chart, right, and I put a lot into this. I got a lot of like paper and like looking up different eras, and a lot of the 70s was ran by R&B, all types of different R&B. Yes, rock was very prominent. I feel like the 70s was the rock renaissance also. I feel like the 70s was just the music renaissance. I feel like that's when most genres were blooming, but R&B took a whole different it took a whole different shape around that time, man. It was just incredible time. And until this day, I was listening to Bill Withers' first album. I don't know why. I was just chilling, about to do some dishes, and I wanted to put on an album. I guess because I've reviewed him before, and you could imagine what my recommendations look like on YouTube, just because I do so many of these, right? And they suggested Bill Withers' first album, and I listened to it, and it was just so incredible. I think it came out like 76. I forgot what year it came out. I was like, oh my God, this is a fucking amazing album. Damn. So I do feel like I missed out a lot. I was a hip hop kid. I wasn't too, like I said, I would deep dive into hip hop catalogs. I never really went deep into R&B except modern R&B for my time. I grew up in the 90s. So, when I started buying albums, it was damn near the 2000s. You feel me? Just to show you, like, I'm a true millennial, like, so the stuff that I was listening to wasn't this. And people find that hard to believe. I don't know how, but most people I know, we know of these things, but we didn't grow up listening to it. We grew up listening to the Eminems. We grew up listening to the even Tupac. For me, was I had to go back and because Pac wasn't during my time. Pac was very popular and is my favorite artist of all time, but I still had to go back. You feel me? Because around the time when Pac died, 96? I was like, in 96, I think I was like 6 years old. In 96. Think about that. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. So when I say this, I don't know if I look older than I am. A lot of people don't believe me. They're like, you wasn't listening to... I'm like, no, I wasn't. A lot of millennials wasn't. The thing about the millennials that's good about us, that it's old to us, but it's not that old that all we have to do was look back a little bit and it's right there. That's the good thing. And that's why it was so easy to go and dive into this music. But I was more interested in hip hop. That was my thing. But anyways, y'all let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below, man. Every time I listen to songs like this, of course I've heard different versions of this song too. It's just amazing how talented like musicians were in the 70s. you had to be great. Like you couldn't just be average and just be everywhere. You had to be great. You know what's crazy? I was listening, and this is not about the 70s. This is how music has changed because of the internet. Because now you could be very basic and average and be. I feel like that started to change around the early 2000s. It started to shift, right? But back then, you had to be great, right? And even great people were getting cut. Like, you feel me? You had to be great and beyond. I was listening to rappers that they call one-hit wonders from the 90s, man, and you go and you listen to their albums. These were incredible rappers, and they were one-hit wonders, and they couldn't make the cut. And now you look at what makes the cut. Not only that, and what becomes superstardom. It's so crazy, like, because I don't know, music is just it's this weird thing, man. It seems like these days the more the better you are at the art of it, people don't have the attention span to try to digest something for real. They want sugar, But anyways, y'all let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below. Also, let me know what's next. All right, I've been talking too much, so I'll see y'all in the next one. Guess what? You better be there. Peace.